Welcome back to Girl Talk. We are filming here at Bella Domicile. It is a beautiful day. The sun is coming in. We're going to talk to these folks in a little while about the top 5 things you need to know when remodeling your home. But now we're going to talk about technology in the home or at the office. We all need a little bit of help sometimes, and these are our go-to guys. Madison Geeks are fabulous. Kalal joins us once again. How are you today?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
So you're going to answer all the pressing questions that we all have, and I'm very excited for this because you have these questions in the moment and you have no one to ask. So listen up because we're going to get them solved. So one of my biggest questions is, you know how you restart your computer, they always tell you to wait 10 seconds, right? What is the purpose of that?
Okay. Well, that's a very good question, and it seems not logical. But ultimately, when you turn your machine off, you need to let the power remove from the machine. So you're pretty much letting the power dissipate from all the components inside the computer. So if there's things that are holding it up, you're turning it off and you're letting that power completely dissipate. Because if you turn it right back on again, the things that were locking it up in the first place might still be active.
I see. So it's not actually instant that the power goes off.
Right. So exactly. So it's like some lights, or when you turn a light bulb off, if you're watching it, you see it kind of fade out. It's a very similar thing for a laptop, desktop, smartphones. I mean, you turn it off, even though the screen might be off and been signaled to turn off, it needs to still kind of drain from the power that's stored within the other components.
This can also teach you a good lesson in patience, because I never do that.
Right.
Back on.
And I kind of
take your finger off the button.
Right.
don't hit it again and again.
Yeah.
I'm kind of nervous about this next question, because this could be a bad one for me since I was about 10 years old. But when you have things plugged in, like a USB, for example, and it says it's now safe to eject, do you really have to go through that process? Or can you just rip it out?
Oh, that's a good. I do that. I'm bad too. Yeah. What's the?
And that's the whole thing. People rush the process. You're done. Everything looks done, and you're like, okay, I gotta go. I'm not gonna wait for doing this eject process.
Right.
But that is extremely important.
Shoot.
I think Madison did a collective. Yeah.
So here's what's happening. These are things that are happening in the background that you don't see.
Right.
So when you're copying data, that information, when it says it's done, it's done copying the bulk of what it needs to send over, but it needs to finalize certain things. So when you pull that out without ejecting it, that drive might still be copying over hidden files in the background, or it's not ending the process completely. So sometimes what happens is, if it's a large file for sure, you pull it out, it corrupts that process, and then you put it back in, and sometimes and you put it into the other machine. It's like, well, where's that file at?
Oh, that's why.
I know I copied this file over, and it's because you didn't actually finalize it, so the computer just said, whatever, and then just dumped it.
Such a bummer.
Yeah.
These are seconds of my life.
Right.
I'm going to have to change my whole outlook.
It's really bad with external hard drives, the actual physical, like the little ones or even the tall ones. Flash drives are a little bit better, but they all the same concept for those too.
So we need to be a little more sensitive with our computers.
Even for phones that
Yeah. They're not just black and white off and on. It's there's
We don't have time for them, they don't have time for us.
That's right, exactly. They'll let us know. Speaking
Exactly.
of that, though, time, when I have to wait a long time for my computer to do things, and it's running slowly, but it says it has all this room still on the drive. What's going on here?
Well, that could be many, many, many things, and we've had similar questions to this in the past. It could be anything from the machine being just old. There could be multiple.
All my computers are old.
It could be just a lot of things running in the background as well. So you might have a super fast machine, but you have 20 processes running in the background. Multiple antivirus softwares, all these other programs that you installed, and they're just in the background taking up space and also resources as well.
Okay. Probably the same for your phone too.
Yeah, 100%. We got these nice fast phones, and you can't even open the browser because it takes forever.
Right.
Well, if you look at the open tabs or open programs,
10 things
you
open.
more.
Depending on you.
Yeah.
All right, we probably have time for one more, but this is one I want to know about now. Viruses, Trojan, scareware, all these terms.
Right.
Are these the same term? Are these different terms for the same thing, or are they truly different things?
They're different terms for the ways delivered. So your virus is ultimately what our machines get infected with. Trojans are the shell that bring it in, like a Trojan horse. It's a way to kind of trick your machine, they bring in that virus and infect it. Scareware is actually a trick to make you scared, thinking that whatever's popping up is legitimate.
Right.
And so then when you activate it, then the virus is released that way. So they're all ends to the same mean, which are always nasty, But yes, either way, it's all bad news.
All bad news. And what do you do?
There's
Who
no to
are you
end
going to
that.
call?
Madison Geeks.
Madison Geeks. Perfect segment, I think. Great job. This is Kalal with Madison Geeks. We're going to be back. We're going to be talking about how to get your bikini bod back after the break. Stick around.